They make you feel crazy for having a normal reaction. You get upset about something reasonable. Maybe they canceled plans last minute. Again, maybe they said something that stung. And when you bring it up, suddenly the conversation flips. Now you're too sensitive. You're overreacting. You're always making things a big deal. This is called gaslighting, and it's one of the most disorienting forms of manipulation because it targets your perception of reality. The goal isn't to resolve the conflict. The goal is to make you doubt yourself so deeply that you stop bringing things up altogether. Ask yourself, after conversations with this person, do I feel more confused about my own feelings than when I started? That's your answer. What's up, everyone? Welcome back. If you're new here, we cover psychology, presence, and the kind of skills that actually change how people experience you in the real world. Today, we're talking about something that most people completely overlook: how to walk into any room and command it. Not by being the loudest, not by having the best story, not even by saying a single word. Everything I'm about to share is nonverbal, and it is devastating when done right. Let's go. Your entrance is everything. Most people shuffle into a room, they look down, they scan for a familiar face, they make themselves small while they get their bearings, and the room doesn't notice them because they told the room not to. The moment you walk through a door is a broadcast. It says either I'm arriving or I'm intruding. The difference is a half second of stillness. Before you walk in, pause. One breath. Shoulders back, chin level, eyes forward. Then move. Slow is smooth, and smooth reads as confidence. You're not rushing to prove you belong. You already do. Eye contact is a superpower most people misuse. There are two ways people handle eye contact. They either avoid it entirely, darting around, looking at the floor, which reads as insecurity, or they stare too hard, too long, which reads as aggression or desperation. The move is something in between: soft, steady, and intentional. When you look at someone, let your gaze land and stay. Just a beat longer than feels comfortable. Not staring them down, just present. Like you're actually seeing them. Most people walk through the world barely making real eye contact with anyone. When you do it well, it feels like a gift. And here's the counterintuitive part: you don't need to look at everyone. Strategic eye contact with a few people signals more authority than frantically scanning the whole room. Your posture is talking whether you want it to or not. Slumped shoulders say, I'm tired, I'm unsure, please don't look at me. Puffed up, rigid posture says, I'm trying too hard. Neither commands a room. What works is grounded posture. Weight evenly distributed, spine long but relaxed, feet planted like you own the floor you're standing on. Think of it less as standing straight and more as taking up the space you're entitled to. Here's a physical cue that works. Imagine a string attached to the crown of your head, gently pulling upward. Everything else relaxes. You get tall without getting stiff. Try it right now. You'll feel the difference immediately. Stillness is louder than movement. Watch people at a party, in a meeting, in any social setting. Most of them are in constant motion, fidgeting, touching their face, shifting their weight, checking their phone. All of it is nervous energy, and nervous energy is contagious and visible. The person who can be completely still in a room stands out immediately. Stillness reads as calm. Calm reads as control. Control reads as power. You don't need to be a statue. But when you're not doing something with a purpose, do nothing. Let your hands rest. Let your face be neutral. Let there be silence without filling it. The room will feel it. How you move through space changes how people perceive you. Presence isn't just about standing still. It's about how you travel from one point to another. Quick, jerky movements signal anxiety. Slow, deliberate movement signals that you're in no rush, because you have nowhere more important to be than exactly where you are. Walk like the floor is yours. Take your time turning. When you sit down, sit all the way down. Don't perch on the edge like you might need to escape. Own the chair. Own the space around you. And when someone approaches you, don't lean in eagerly to meet them. Let them come to you, stay grounded, receive them. That single habit shifts the dynamic of almost every interaction. Your face is a broadcast signal. Manage it. Most people wear their anxiety on their face without realizing it. A tight jaw, slightly raised eyebrows, a forced smile that appears the moment anyone looks their direction. The goal isn't to be expressionless. That's unsettling. The goal is a resting face that's calm, open, and just slightly warm. Think of someone you deeply respect. Picture how their face looks when they're simply listening. That's the target. One practical trick: slightly relax your jaw, let your lips part just a hair, and soften the muscles around your eyes. It takes 10 seconds, and it completely transforms how approachable and composed you look. The way you listen commands more respect than the way you speak. This one surprises people. You want to command a room. Listen better than anyone else in it. When someone is talking to you, give them your full, unhurried attention. Don't scan the room. Don't formulate your response while they're mid-sentence. Don't nod rapidly to show you're following. Just listen. Slowly. Completely. People are starving for this. When you give someone your full presence, they feel it. And they remember it. You become the person in the room who made them feel genuinely seen. And that is magnetic. Silence is your most underrated tool. In a world where everyone is talking over each other, a person who is comfortable with silence stands completely apart. Most people rush to fill every gap, with words, with laughter, with noise. It comes from discomfort. Practice sitting in silence without flinching. When someone asks you a question, pause before you answer. Not awkwardly, intentionally. That pause says I'm thinking, not reacting. It says my words are worth waiting for. Silence before you speak makes everything you say land harder, putting it all together. Here's the truth about commanding a room without saying a word. It's not a performance. The people who do this best aren't trying to impress anyone. They're just fully, calmly, completely present. In their body, in the space, in the moment. That kind of presence can't be faked long term. It has to be practiced. Start with one thing: your entrance, your posture, your stillness. Build it until it's automatic. Then add the next. Give it 30 days and watch how people start treating you differently. Not because you changed what you said, because you changed what you are in a room. If this landed for you, subscribe. I put out videos every week on presence, psychology, and the real-world skills nobody teaches you in school. Drop a comment below and tell me which of these you're going to try first. I read every single one. See you in the next one.